you know what it is, you know what it is, you know what it is. Like, I'm excited today. I got somebody in the music business that's doing her thing. I mean, doing her thing, you know, making plays. Something y'all gonna need. We're gonna give you some jewels, some input. So if you're an independent artist right now, if you want to get into the business, I suggest you get a pen, a paper, or a voice recorder. Just learn something today. Missy the Dawn is in the building. What's going on, Missy?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing really, really good. The weather is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a nice day out.
Beautiful day outside.
I can't say I'm missing New York right now. I'm glad to be in the A today.
Listen, I'm from New York myself, and when it snows, I don't be around. I'm out here enjoying the sunshine. It's nice outside. I might put some shorts on tonight.
I might put some shorts on too. It is nice out.
Oh,
it's
man.
good out today.
So, you in the music business?
Yeah, I am.
I want to dive right into it because there's so much been going on in the music business. So many people need your expertise. If you're an independent artist right now, if you don't have a lawyer on your side, you don't know a lawyer, I suggest you get a lawyer. Missy the Dawn, how is the lawyer perspective from your interpretation?
I mean, music is great, but it's a business.
Yes, it is.
And the business side of it can be really dark, and you have a lot of people that'll try to take advantage of you in the contract. So if you don't understand what you're getting into, and you just get stoked, like, I got a recording deal, I got this contract, I got a sync licensing agreement, I got, a brand agreement. You got to be really careful about what you're giving away. And
for sure.
I mean, a lot of people have given away their masters, and a lot of people have signed 360 deals. If you look back at TLC with Waterfalls, they had to declare bankruptcy. The better they did, the less they made.
Wow.
And if you look at some of these deals where, like Taylor Swift's masters, she had to re-record all her masters, which was really brilliant, but she lost her masters, and she's been in this business for a long time. So it hits everybody, people that have been in the business a long time and brand new people. And you just need an attorney on your side that can make sure that you are protected and protecting your IP, your product, your art, that's your business. That's your product.
And the IP is intellectual property. So if you don't know what that means, that's why I said get some pen and paper. We're going to put some jewels on y'all today. We're going to put some jewels on y'all. So you brought up, I'm happy you brought up Taylor Swift, because in the hip hop world, we think it's only hip hop, but it's universal as a whole.
Universal
as a whole. How do you prevent not getting taken advantage of?
Hire a good lawyer.
So how do you differentiate a good lawyer? Because everybody said they're a good lawyer. How do you break that down? How do artists go from that? Because a lawyer is expensive.
Yeah, lawyers are expensive, no doubt. I mean, you'll see a lot of lawyers. I'll be straight up. Yeah. My hourly rate is $750 an hour.
Okay.
Most lawyers will charge you a fraction of an hour. So it's in 6-minute intervals is pretty common. So let's say you send me a text message. It takes me 30 seconds to read it. Boom, I've charged you for 6 minutes.
Wow.
You're on the phone with me for 6 minutes and 1 second. Boom, I've charged you for 12 minutes.
Wow.
And that's how it goes. And I think when you're on the receiving end of that, it feels really bad. And I was on the receiving end of that when I had to hire a lawyer for some stuff once that I'm not a specialist in, because we're like, it's like hiring a brain surgeon to do like your heart surgery.
Got you.
We specialize. So I wasn't happy when I saw that, and it felt bad. And so I don't charge like that anymore. I charge flat rates.
Okay.
I give everybody a price.
That's fair.
If it takes longer than I think and you're getting more of my time, I'm not going to charge you more. If it takes less than I think and you're getting a little less of my time, I'm not going to charge you less.
Gotcha.
And I'm really transparent about it. But interview lawyers, talk to them, and make sure that they are transparent with you.
Okay.
I mean, I think honesty and transparency is
important.
The most important thing.
Okay.
That's the same thing with labels. Like, make sure they're transparent with you.
Yeah.
They're going to make their money, but they should be telling you exactly how they're going to make it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you brought up, you said branding deals and sync licensing deals.
Yeah.
Can you explain what are they? Because a lot of people don't know what that is.
Yeah, so sync licensing is actually really amazing. And I have gotten permission from one of my clients to use his name. So Grindhard TV, World Drama. So shout out to Craig up in New York.
Okay.
We scored him a great sync licensing deal. And so his music's like out in Hollywood now. And what that means is when you turn on that Netflix show, you turn on that Amazon Prime show, and you hear that opening music, or you see that iPhone commercial with the little talking sockets, that's a sync license. and you get paid on those.
See, that's amazing.
You ain't getting paid on streaming.
So now you don't have to be independent. You don't have to be a signed artist.
No.
You can be an independent artist.
Yeah, you can make beats in your bedroom.
See, and that's why I wanted to break down, right? Because artists focus on getting signed all the time, but they miss in the basket. They go into the big arenas and they small fish, and they forget to go to the small ponds that can make a bigger impact. So I'm happy you broke that down, because I always tell artists, they want to go to showcases all day. They want to do the same generic stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But they're missing the bigger opportunities.
I mean, people are always like, exposure. I've never been able to buy groceries with exposure. And I heard people die of exposure.
Yes, too much of it.
Too much exposure. Never paid the bills. So, yeah, I agree that you need to get out there and you need to market yourself. And that's really hard to do, too, especially when you're focusing on your art.
Yeah.
So just making sure that you have a team. Even if you don't sign with a label, or if you do sign with a label, make sure they're not going to screw you over. Make sure they're transparent.
That's so important.
And make sure that you have a team. Either your label has a team or you have a team. Because I know better than to think that I know everything.
Yes.
So I hire people that know better than me.
That makes sense. It 100%.
Yeah.
See, I love that you're breaking it down right now. And how do you feel about 360 deals?
I do not feel good about 360 deals.
Okay.
I know they're a thing in the industry. I get it. But you got to think about these huge record companies. They're not owned by artists. They're not run by artists. They're run by business people.
Yes.
That have never been artists.
Yes.
And a CEO has one job.
One job
and
only.
And the CEO's job is to increase profit for their shareholders. Their job's not to look out for the artists. Their job's to increase profits for their shareholders. Their stockholders.
Break it down.
The people that have equity in the company, the executives. It's not to make sure the artists do well.
Yeah.
And, everyone's like, streaming. Streaming's not going to make you any money.
How does that work? Because everybody talks about they making all this money on streaming, and I don't see it.
Sure. I mean, if you're Usher, yeah.
Yeah. Like Usher, for sure.
But you got to get 1,000 streams, for example, on Spotify before they pay out.
And that's $1.
Yeah, and I was on the phone for like 3 hours with a really one of my favorite artists who I love, and I can't say it yet, but we've got something really big in the works.
Okay.
But she was talking about streaming, and she gets streamed like crazy. She's like #1 in a lot of places on streaming platforms, and she gets 0.0006 cents per stream after she hits 1,000. But that then has to be split between everybody. So you're not making any money. So what we do is we view streaming as a free advertising and analytics platform.
Yes, it is.
Because I can find out your heat maps, where your fans are, and then I can target that, and you can go on tour, and we can sell them out, and you can make money. Touring, merchandise, licensing, brand deals where you like rep a vodka brand, rep a shoe brand, that's where you make your money.
See, I love that you said analytics, and that is hit it on the nozzle.
I'm a lawyer.
And when you say analytics, from the artist that's not understanding, analytics are the data of knowing who's supporting you. So if you in Atlanta, but you got a support in Omaha, Nebraska, but you only promoting in Atlanta or you promoting in Virginia, go to Omaha, Nebraska, where they are supporting you at. So that's what she said, the hot spots, knowing where your hot spots is at. Understanding the business. Because I feel like some of y'all don't understand the business. Y'all just doing it because it looks good and it's fun. No, this is a business. Take it serious. Understand your analytics. Y'all quick to go to distribution companies, but don't have an understanding of having relationships with companies that really can help you out. I have a lawyer up here for a reason, because the gems and the jewels that you're going to learn. So if you're just tuning in right now, this is Missy the Dawn. So I want you to understand something. Get a pen and paper, because she's going to give you some knowledge, some gems. And this is right here. This is sharp, but the details is what you got to pay for. This is only the basic stuff we're going to talk about.
And I'm going to tell you all that I was wrong. This is not actually streaming live right now. I will give you the date that this airs. Yes. I wanted to give you a little taste of live, and I will go live just for a minute for a few of my guys. So keep your eyes peeled, all right?
Yep, you know what it is. Like I said, because the industry is real interesting right now. And I noticed that with a lot of artists, they say they going good. And you be like, who's your lawyer? Who's your publishing company? And a lot of them don't even know who their publishing company is.
A lot of them haven't even signed up with a pro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I signed up with my pro. I got ASCAP.
Good.
And that was the first thing I did. Like me, I went to all the right channels.
Yeah.
Before I even started DJing, I went to own my name. I said, Ejay the DJ is gonna be something that I own. So that was my main thing. I was like, I need to own this.
Yeah.
Because I said once I go hard, it's a brand now.
That's
because
right.
once you got a brand, you can make money with it. Like you said, you could go on
right.
tour, merchandise. I could sell whatever. If somebody sell my merchandise without my permission,
You can go after them.
I go after them 100%. That's why I love it. That's why I understand how to work this business in the way that it makes sense for me.
Yeah. And it's really, music is more about like copyright
Yes.
than trademark.
Yes.
But your brand is going to be a trademark.
Yes.
Your creative, your lyrics, your sounds, all of that, that's going to be copyright.
Okay.
Trademarks are kind of difficult.
Okay.
I would hire an attorney to do a trademark.
Yeah.
Because they're hard, it's expensive.
Definitely expensive.
So you better make sure that you really want to do it.
Yep.
It costs money.
I definitely
did. Copyrights. And I'm saying this as a lawyer that could make money off people filing copyrights for them.
Yeah.
You don't have to hire a lawyer to file a copyright. It's not hard. I have a how-to linked on my Instagram. You can go there and get a free how-to, and it walks you step by step how to file your copyright. The Copyright Office charges $50.
$50.
But you can file up to 10 pieces at once under that $50.
Okay.
So if you did it individually, that's $500. Just wait, do 10. Yes, you own the copyright to something the second you create it. That is true. However, when you have it registered with the Copyright Office, it gives you a lot more protection, and it lets us send out things like DMCA takedown notices, which means if someone's using your stuff illegally, we can get it taken down. It lets us send out licensing notices where I say, hey, you want to take this down, or you want to pay my artist, or you want us to sue you, and there are statutory fines if they don't comply if you register.
Wow.
So
See that I'm happy because this I'm learning myself. What exactly can you copyright? Like that's audio or sound? How does that work?
Audio, sound, lyrics, writing, your poetry, anything like that. Now, if you're looking at like a brand name, or you're looking at a logo, like the name Nike or the swoosh, those are trademarks.
Yes, trademarks.
But if you're looking at a piece of poetry, if you're looking at the lyrics to a song, if you're looking at the sound behind the song, the music, that's copyright.
Got you. See, that's important because a lot of people have funny sayings, and even a saying could be copyright.
A saying can be both copyrighted and trademarked.
See, and that's why I say it's important to have a lawyer. And I think y'all need to really tap in with Missy. I want you to make sure you say your Instagram.
Because, yeah. You can, anyone can hit me up. It's at Missy the Don, MissyThedon, and I respond to DMs. So you can hit me up there, and I'm happy to help. I also have a link in my bio.
Yeah.
There's a free ebook on Amazon called The Don's Playbook, and it covers a lot of stuff in entertainment law. It's kind of a basics course, but I have a couple more free books coming out to help y'all out.
That's good. And I'm happy she mentioned that because I want y'all to really tap in with her to understand the business, because she said building a team. I know building a team is really hard. It's not an easy it's not an easy step. But if you know the players who could get, like she said, she's very affordable, she'll work with you, give her a call. Have an entertainment lawyer, attorney on your side, it only helps you out. Not having the right pieces to the puzzle and you're trying to get to the next level, it will be really hard to understand the business. Like you said, a lot of artists spend a lot of money on showcases, but they don't spend energy on trying to get a sync deal. I don't get it. Like, it's like y'all backwards. Y'all rather focus on showcases to spend money to perform in front of your friends instead of spending money to put you in a position that could have you as residual. Y'all got to sit back and think about and understand the terms of business. Residual versus one time. Y'all got to understand what's going on and how it's going on. So what's some challenges that you see a lot of artists face in this music business?
Ooh. Predatory contracts are one. Predatory promoters are another, for sure. I think that you got a lot of hustlers out there in the industry. And then, I hate to say it, but a lot for the women in the industry.
Okay.
Finding a safe space where they don't have to worry about, sexual harassment,
Yes.
or, you don't have a sort of like Weinstein type
Yeah,
situation,
definitely
and
that.
that happens.
Yes, it does.
And so I'm working on creating a nonprofit
Okay.
to help women in the industry just be surrounded by women that can help them. And we're also working on doing an extension program for some of the kids up in New York. So after school, they come and get mentored by artists, and they can learn the business, not just for women, but that's specifically New York. The women one we're doing nationally.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
See, that's important because, shout out to all the women in the industry that's actually winning. Some of them do go through sexual harassment cases and some don't, I just say females, just be careful of who you surround yourself with. Everybody's not the same. It's an unfortunate situation that it does happen. There's a lot of males in this industry. They flaunt their money and make it seem like it's more than what it is, and it's a sad situation, but it do happen. So I just say females that's actually out here doing their thing, keep doing your thing, but just know how to maneuver around these guys.
I got to give a shout out to some of the guys too that I work with, that I've met.
Yes.
They look hard, they sound hard, but these are some of the most gentlemanly men that I've ever met. So there are some very, very good men in the industry, and I am lucky to have them as part of the label and call them friends. And they're just really kind, good people that take care of me. So they're gentlemen.
I love it. Shout out to the what's the name of the label?
So the label's 9x19records8.
Okay.
And we just launched it, and I launched it because I was sick of seeing the predatory contracts, and I love music. I've been playing classical violin since I was 4.
Okay.
I got cancer right after I graduated law school, and they had to cut out my whole right abdominal wall. I couldn't get out of bed.
Wow.
Neighbor comes over with some crochet needles to entertain me.
Yeah.
I'd rather stab myself in the eye than entertain myself by knitting.
Wow.
So I can't move, and I got a laptop. So I was like, all right, I can sing.
Okay.
I know how to make music, so I taught myself how to produce beats.
Dope.
I wrote lyrics. I was very high on morphine, so they might not make a whole lot of sense because I was right out of cancer surgery. And then I learned sound engineering. I mixed and mastered everything. And so that's how I got into kind of the music side of the business. And then I lost one of my pieces by giving it away because I thought that's what you did when I was out in LA living out there for a movie. And I learned that the industry can be predatory, and that's when I started focusing on music law and helping musicians.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And not amazing that you lost your work, but it's amazing that you willing to help people. Yeah, see, the lessons are great to understand.
It works better now. It wasn't that good anyway.
I got you. How would somebody go about working to get on your label?
I go to some events and have reached out to people. People can hit me up at 9x19records on Instagram.
Okay.
So you can DM there, and I'll give you an address. I'll probably want to listen to your stuff first.
Yeah.
And I'll be real straight up. Like, I don't sign that many artists because we really want to focus
That makes sense.
on our artists.
Yes.
And invest in them. And I also will not sign somebody that I would not have over to my house for a meal.
That makes sense.
If you're entitled, if you don't believe in hard work, if we have different morals, I won't sign you. I mean, like, I really don't care what anyone thinks about me. So if it hurts their feelings, like, sorry, but I'll tell you exactly why I won't sign you.
So when you say entitlement, that's something in the industry that's like a big word.
Yep.
Why do you feel so many artists feel entitled?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because they see a couple people make it big on social media without having to put the work in. I don't know if it's because, nobody puts, when I'm sick with the flu, I'm not putting like me with a thermometer in my mouth on social media.
Yeah.
You only put the good stuff on there, right?
Put the good stuff, you're right.
So everything looks way better than reality. So I don't think you see the behind the scenes unless people are really raw about it. And our culture, just our media culture, isn't designed to appreciate people's rawness and the bad sides. And it's, it encourages and boosts boasting and showing off the good stuff. And I think that covers up the fact that I think the saying is it takes 10 years of grinding before you become an overnight success.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a hell of a lot longer than that.
Yeah,
And
I
you
agree
don't
with you there.
see that grind.
Yeah.
So going out there and being like, I should just get it because I'm me, and not appreciating your fans, not appreciating the work. I'm just not into that. Like if you're willing to work hard and sleep on the floor and drive across the country I'll work with you.
A lot of people don't have that drive no more. And I like you said, that social media could kill our dreams, man.
It's tricky.
Like, it's definitely tricky because, I'm from the era of really working hard. I believe in putting it in. And I've been putting a lot of work in myself, so I definitely could come in. Any artist that's really going to go out and go get it. Like, listen, go get it. If your artist is no excuses right now why you can't make it. And I had an artist up here. I told all the artists, move around. Don't just stay in your city. Don't just stay in the Atlanta area. Move around. Go to other cities. Network with more people. You should know all of the top DJs. You should know 5 DJs in every city that your music is being played.
I move to a different city every couple months.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I make sure that I focus on my artists in that city. I meet everybody I can. I'll talk to a brick wall.
Yeah.
And I do that to help the artists. Also, like, the scene's different. I mean, think about back in the 80s and 90s, that like underground East Coast rap scene.
Yep.
Think about where I grew up in Detroit, like the battle rap scene.
Yeah.
Think about Atlanta rap and how different it is and how it's become. And then think about like, Jersey, Bronx, like drill that's coming up right now. You don't hear that in Atlanta.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
So I think that there's different music everywhere. Expose yourself to everything.
Yes.
Afro beats, like
I like Afro beats a lot.
Craig's doing some work down at Carnival. Grindhart's doing work down at Carnival. He's got like some soca beats going on, and I mean, just being able to mesh that up and learn. And then I talked to one of my artists last night, and I said, you're telling me all these feelings you're having. Write it down. Be authentic. Like, put yourself out there. Anyone that's telling you you're not going to make it because you're not fitting into their mold, be authentic. That's what I want to see, because this is art, and I want to feel something. That's the point of music.
I love it. Like I love it a lot because this is firsthand. If you had any advice to give to an artist, what would it be and why?
Don't get arrested, because then you're a pain in my butt and I have to get you out of jail. I think it would be to make sure that you surround yourself with really good people, but make sure that the people aren't just yes people.
Yes.
Have someone around you that will be honest with you and say no, because that's the only way you're going to improve. And I mean, have a couple no people.
See, I think a lot of artists take that as hate. And I always say that when you tell an artist the truth, they say, oh, you a hater.
No. I mean, I have a group that I just signed, and they were super stoked to do this tour. And I told them that I ran a financial forecasting model on it to see if it was worth it, because I do not really like pay to play. I mean, I think that's pretty clear, but occasionally I'll look into it.
Okay.
But in this situation, I ran a financial forecasting model, and it wasn't good for them. And I told them, no, this isn't good for you. This money is better invested elsewhere. And they were appreciative of it. They're like, we trust you. We know you got our back. So if you have a no person, just make sure it's a no person you trust.
Yeah, and like you said, it makes sense.
Yeah.
What's some of the things that you would tell an artist to invest in? Like, what's a good investment and what's a bad investment? Okay.
Make music. Just keep making music. I think that's a good investment. I think it's a good investment to get somebody to videotape everything.
Okay.
Get a gimbal. Hell, go on the TikTok shop and get a $25 gimbal and have your buddy follow you around. Bring a bag with a change of clothes and change, and just get as much footage as you can. And if you can start using it on social media, otherwise find someone that really knows social media and knows how to spin it and hit that algorithm. I would tell people not to advertise on certain social media platforms, because you'll kill your organic reach. And on some, advertising works, but you need to know your market first. Make sure that you have a good sound engineer. Just get it professionally mastered.
Gems right here. These are gems right here. She giving them gems, man. Listen, your artists better understand how to make it work in this business. I just feel like so many artists, there's like, and And I just say, from a DJ standpoint of view, artists, please send me a DJ pack. Stop sending me songs and stop inboxing me. I get inboxes all the time with just music, with a YouTube or a link. And I'm not trying to be rude to you, but I'm not supporting no link. I don't know who you are. You could be a virus for all I know. I don't know you, so I'm not playing with it. You're gonna send me professionally. You're gonna introduce yourself the proper way, and we're gonna do business. I'm not into playing games, because this is something I take 100% serious.
It's business.
It's business.
And you're right. I don't click links that people send either.
I don't know you.
I think it's a virus. Yeah. There's no way.
Like, and that's the thing that people don't understand. The scams out here is really high.
Yeah.
So you better introduce yourself. Let me know that you're not a bot and not just somebody that just got followers. And I don't know what's going on. Because I have people that got 5 million, right? They hit me up and say, I like your music. And I said, when did you see me rapping? They said, I like your music. You want to perform? Perform where? Like how? I don't understand. Like, they said, I heard your song and we love it. I know it's a scam. So that's why I say, like, it's so much scams out here, so much stuff going on. As being a lawyer, what's some of the hardest things you got to face in the music industry?
Oh, sometimes negotiating with some of these executives. Okay. Especially being a woman, till they actually talk to me. Yeah. They try to get a little bit pushy. So I'm not the kind of woman that you push around. I think when they actually see me,
got you.
They're like, oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't take any shit from them. Also, can I say shit here? Are you gonna block me?
I'll bloop it out.
Sorry. Yeah. And I think time management is probably the hardest thing. You know, I have a life. Yeah. And I know I'm always accessible to my clients and my artists. I give them my personal cell phone. I let them text me 24/7. I work 120 hours a week. When I'm asleep or I'm doing something like this or I'm having dinner with my mom, my ringer is shut off.
Got you.
But otherwise, I will be there for them. And I think time management is so hard. So I own a law firm. I own a record label. I've had to automate. I created automations for and systems, and figuring those out was really difficult. And then I love this work so much.
I love it.
So stopping is so hard.
I know the feeling.
Balance is so hard. I might be the hardest thing that I face.
I got you. That makes sense, because I go through that too. Like, as far as balancing every day and trying to figure out how to stay above water is really a challenge for myself as well. So I definitely agree with you with that.
I'm so passionate about this, and you know, we're actually starting a music festival. Okay. So the music festival's starting. We've got the nonprofits, we've got the record label. I'll help out attorneys. Like, my buddy's on vacation, I go to court for her because she's my buddy. Got you. So it's just doing this and setting up the music festival, setting up, the label, hiring and managing good people, making sure that I give all the artists the right kind of attention, and then also taking care of myself. I always put myself last, and gotcha. I'm not going to do anyone any good if I don't get some sleep.
You got to get some sleep. 100% get some sleep. Yeah. We're gonna go to her label. We're going to get some music from her label. You know, you got some songs from her artists.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a couple.
Got a couple.
I'm going to put this on just for my boys.
No problem.
Okay, here we go.
This is like we got RNG remix. Which one is that?
Let's see.
You got wartime. This is right here.
Okay, wartime. Wartime is gonna be Koki Rolla, one of our new artists that I met up in New York. They're very, very nice young men and have a very promising career ahead of them. So this is wartime.
Koki Rolla.
Koki Rolla.
Good drill sound. Okay.
It's drill. They're versatile though.
I like this.
He wants some smoky to make his decision. I keep a Glocky, I move with precision. Off of that Henny, and better keep distance. We on that car, aim where his tennis. He on that street, aim where his mittens. Don't want to tempt us, we aiming for fitteds. Look out the cut and you going to miss it. Bang out the cut, you go with you, stop dissing. This is a 4-5 aimed at his brain. I broke with the blick, he got accurate aim. I trapped the trappers and captured these actors. That boy is a pussy, was never a factor. Oh, he with his bitch. My little shorty gon' smack and put you in the back with Lil' Brody, I'm that good. Can't beef if you don't match my checks. You niggas can come for they next. Won't help if you put on the vest. in my dens. Wartime, I'm clutching my pole. Right or wrong, I'ma die for my bro. Like wartime, we gotta go. Two ops, one gets poked. Then the other one, we gotta go. Bad bitch, she doing that hip shit. Move fast, you know I move tack. Two twin Glocks and shots to his back. Too quick, so I know to react. I got the bro in the back with the pack. And I got the pole in the back with the scope. Only November, so you know how that go. I'm alone, I'm all on my own. Big bag at it, that's how I go. Money and business, that's all that I know. More drugs, cause I'm feeling low. Mic'd up, put them all in the trunk. Make that pack go and kick like a punk. Ayo, blitz him, 33 shots. Like I'm pimpin'. Paying either he gon' lift to the sky. Where we send him. I'm in the back with my motherfucking pistol. Blue in the back with his man. From the factory clapping his car. Hop out the V and I'm running it. Grabbing that cash and I'm counting it dog. I'm not satisfied, it's never enough. I'm in the roof of my motherfucking son. Get active, what about it done? Whack him, smack him. We're doing that, we gon' motherfucking pack him. Wartime, I'm clutching my boat. Right or wrong, I'ma die for my bro. Like wartime, we gotta go. Two ops, one gets poked. Then the other one, we gotta go.
I ain't gonna lie. I like that one.
That's some drill.
That's some real drill.
So Koki Rolla is made up of Koki Rolla and C-Blix.
Okay.
And so I have them on the label both as the group and as individual artists.
Dope.
And they have really versatile sounds and styles too.
Yeah.
And so just the plans that we have for them and some of the tracks that we're sending them, and these boys are hard workers.
Yeah, I love it. See, the drill scene has really been taking off since started in Chicago, and then Pop Smoke got arrested, so he made it like really, really big part of the map. You got a UK drill. So like it's definitely,
it went viral on TikTok.
Yeah. I believe I heard of him before. Definitely heard of him before.
Yeah.
Like I love it. Like artists like that deserve all the flowers. Like keep doing your thing. Keep working hard.
They work so hard, and they are. I had the flu, and they were calling and checking on me.
What's up.
They're sweet. Secretly, they're
up.
sweet. But they're damn good artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got planned for them? Like what's the next step for them?
So we're gonna have a few of the songs. A few of the songs re-recorded. We've got a few. We're gonna make sure everything gets cleared.
Okay.
And we're going to lay down a few new tracks, but we'll start dropping the EP pretty soon. So you start seeing that. And then we're going to get a little tour going this year for them as well.
That's dope.
So, yeah, I'm going to do some collabs with them, too. I've got a couple secret collaborations in the works for them. And I'm actually sending them some tracks either later today or tomorrow, depending on how long my mother keeps me at dinner.
I got you.
I'm gonna send them some tracks to sing over, and then I've got someone else that I'm throwing on there, and I'm gonna give them a little surprise.
I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why I say you gotta join a label that people care for you, not just any label, but it makes sense. And I love what Missy the Dawn is doing. I love what you're doing with your artists. I love that you like a lawyer on top of that. See, the fact that she's a lawyer and on a record label, that means she's like double trouble. And I don't mean trouble in a bad way. Double trouble means that she knows her business. She knows her business. So that means she's on it. So that means she understands law. She understands how to get you in bigger positions. And that makes sense, especially with everything going on.
The laws change so often with AI and stuff.
Yeah.
Every day.
How do you feel about AI?
It depends. It really depends. I mean, I use it to manage my automations, which gives me the ability to do more. So I love that. But as far as music is concerned, it's art, and I don't see how it can make art without being trained on someone else's art. And I don't like that. I've also heard AI mastering done, and it's just bad. Like,
for real?
It's not. You can do an A/B test between somebody that has experience mastering and some of the AI mastering, and you can, if you have an ear for it, you can hear it. And having someone experienced that knows exactly how to tweak where and when, and it's just like, how are you going to have AI perform? Like, you should see these boys perform. They put on a show.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why I said I actually went to an AI versus human versus a rap battle in the trap museum. For real. It was AI versus a human.
That's terrifying.
And the funny part, the humans wasn't that good though. That's the only bad part. Like it wasn't that many good. It was a few people that was there that was good.
Oh, the secret person that I'm about to bring onto the label.
Yeah.
Her rap battle skills.
Yeah. See, I think
she beats the AI.
Oh no!
I put money on
the AI wasn't good.
She beat everybody. I put money on her to beat everybody.
The AI wasn't good because what the AI does is the human go first, and then the AI listens to the human and then try to spit something back. So it wasn't really good at all. Like it was interesting to see it, to get an understanding that see the AI versus
what they do it like in 4-bar or.
No, they was doing it like about I think 8 bar, 16 bar.
Okay.
So it was like you talk into the AI like it had a TV. You talk into it. The AI would listen to you and then spit a rap battle back. And it was just like, what? But I see the direction that they was going in, and it was just like scary but interesting at the same time. Like wow, like it just so like wow, like to see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, once you can't tell the difference between the person standing there, that's AI, and the person that's human. That's when I'm running away.
I don't think they got that far yet. I don't think they got that far at all.
I hope not.
Yeah. So with the record label coming up and building, how do you plan to separate yourself from any other label that's coming up?
Oh wow. So that's a really great question. We do everything in-house for everybody. We have a team. So you sign with the label, I do all your legal work. You're not getting charged for that.
Okay.
So that's cool.
That's definitely a bonus.
I have an in-house chief marketing officer.
Okay.
With a graphics team, a social expert, branding expert, that all under our chief marketing officer. And they do all the analytics.
Okay.
And I have a booker and a tour manager under the umbrella that takes care of all of that. We also have our own publishing arm and distribution arm. And we have an in-house auditing and accounting team that makes sure that all your royalties are all taken care of and are paid to you the right way. And then we shop you out. So we'll shop you out for deals, sync deals. We'll shop you out we're putting together our own tours, our own festivals.
That's big.
So, I mean, we're everything under one umbrella, and we're very transparent with the artists. Like, this is exactly what this is going to cost. This is exactly what this means. I will sit down on the phone with somebody or in person for hours and explain every single word in a contract to them, because I don't want anybody to sign with my label that isn't really thrilled with their decision and where it doesn't promote their career. I want them to win. And there's no reason that it can't be win-win.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And so the way we have it is, if you don't make money, I don't make money.
I like that.
That way I work my butt off, but you work your butt off too. And then we all win.
See, I think what you're doing right now, that key piece by itself is like, I would want to, if I was an artist, I would want to go to the label, because it's like, wait, you telling me if I don't make money, you don't make money. It's like, okay, so now it's expensive, because I know if I work hard and I want to make money, you will make money because you're going to work hard as well. So I like that incentive.
I'm also going to get on you to work hard too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to help. I produce beats.
Yeah.
I'll give my beats to the artists.
Okay.
So I'll just give them the beats. I do it to fall asleep at night.
Gotcha.
Because I love making music and it's relaxing to me. So if they want to use my beats, they can have them.
Yeah.
And that means they get the royalties on those.
I love it.
I'll give them all the IP. Also, you keep 100% of your intellectual property with my label. I refuse to take any ownership of any of your intellectual property. We even have a in-house merch team that takes care of all the merch. You never have to touch merch. You never have to pay ahead of time for merch. You never have to mail merch. You never have to carry merch to shows. We handle all of that.
That's fantastic.
It's the right thing to do. They need to make their art.
See, I think no, I don't think.
Are you gonna have to catch the rest of it when you watch the show?
I don't think I know that's great, because I think Dane Dash was talking about that, as far as artists being able to be artists and working with a label that's going to help them grow. Yeah. I think that's so important, and I think that's overlooked a lot. I think that's overlooked a whole lot, because like you said earlier, the labels are executives, they businessmen, and they gotta pay the shareholders and the people that got money invested into the company. But you working with them, you want them to grow. So that's another thing, artists. You gotta do your research and understand where you going and why you going over there. Because a big machine ain't nothing but somebody that's gonna make money off you, and as soon as you don't make money no more, they don't need you no more. So it's like a cash cow. So it's definitely interesting.
I mean, there's
talk about it.
There've been some good deals that artists have made with some major labels. So I'm not going to say that they're all bad deals, but I'm going to say that you need to, and don't trust what somebody just tells you orally.
Yes. You
need to see what's in writing.
What's in writing?
Because that's what matters. It doesn't matter what they say to you. It matters what's in the four corners of those contracts.
And that's so important. And that's something that people fail to realize a lot.
Yeah, that people lie.
People lie a lot.
Yep.
A lot, and it take advantage.
Yeah.
And they take advantage of people that's in poverty situations.
Yep.
If you don't got a lot of money or don't understand credit and all that, I think that's super duper important. Do you help the artists get their credit together if they don't have it together?
I will help the artists with just about anything that I can.
Okay.
If I can't do it myself, for example, let's say somebody has a legal issue in the state of Maryland. I am not licensed to practice law in the state of Maryland. I cannot give legal advice in Maryland. I cannot act as an attorney in the state of Maryland. But I know a lot of attorneys in Maryland.
Okay.
So I can hook them up with somebody that knows, that can
sense.
help them. If they're having an issue with getting their passport, if they're having an issue with immigration, if they're having an issue with, working out some familiar matters, if they have an issue with being depressed, if they have an issue with not having a cell phone. Yes, I helped them out with everything.
See, now, I ain't gonna lie. She said she don't take a lot of artists. If you got some talent, you better. I'm suggesting you. I'm telling you to get in contact with her. I can't guarantee nothing. But she said if the artist is good, it's a possibility. She like to focus on the artist. So the opportunity is here. We gave you some jewels. Hope you got your pen and pad. Hope you understand something. You learned something today.
God, make music. Just keep making it. And be authentic. Please be authentic.
Be authentic, yeah.
And engage with your fans online. Engage. People wonder why they don't get engagement. It's because you're not engaging back. So engage with them. They want you to talk to them, not a bot.
Yeah.
They want a one-on-one with you, and then you make them feel special, and you make them feel like they're part of it because they are part of it. And you create these raving fans, and that propels your career, and that's the kind of artist that I want to work with. And you just reminded me, I do have to FedEx somebody their cell phone today that I just got for them.
See, that's what look. Y'all artists right now, y'all over there chasing these no weird dreams. Let's talk about No Weird Dreams. How you feel about showcases? If I don't ask you that already.
You know, I did go to a showcase in New York about a week and a half ago. Okay. And I found two great. That's where I found Cokie Rolla. Okay. And that's where I found everybody from Graveyard Entertainment. So Alpha Row, Ace De Niro, like Tay Monet, everybody that is on Graveyard is now part of 9x19. And I signed them from that showcase. I typically don't find a whole lot of talent at showcases, but there's some that are really good and there's some that are really bad.
Really bad.
And so I've seen a few that are really amazing in Atlanta, and they'll actually give you feedback about what you do that I think is really, really cool. Okay. It's like they're actually there to support, and they want to tell you like, hey, you're holding your mic the wrong way, or try this with your stage presence. And being involved in something like that, where it's more community driven, yes, I really appreciate that, and that's what I'd like to see more of.
I like that. That's definitely dope. Because a lot of artists out here, I feel like the artists in Atlanta, I don't know, I feel like they take it more serious. I don't know if it's just Atlanta.
There's some that take it very seriously. Yeah. I mean, I was at the Bonfire University showcase a couple months ago, and this guy that I met over A3C weekend, he literally drove from Buford, Georgia, from work at night, sang 2 songs, didn't have a drink, didn't do nothing, sang 2 songs, and then went home to take care of his wife and kids.
That's dope.
And I mean, that man had worked a full week, and he's still there putting on a show. And that's dedication. And
Yes.
I really appreciate that. He wasn't there to party, he was there to work. And I hope that he crushes it in his career. I really do.
That's definitely dope. Shout out to Terry Skywalker. He the one that runs the bonfire. Shout out to Terry Skywalker.
They're good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll help the artists too.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
what I like. They'll tell you like what.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Everyone there's been really, really nice. I've always had a great time there. They're great.
Have you heard about the conversation in Atlanta about the DJ versus the artist?
No.
Yeah, it's a
I
conversation.
work 120 hours a week. I hardly hear conversations
Got
about
you.
anything.
It's a conversation in Atlanta about the artists not needing the DJs and the DJs not supporting the artists. It's a whole. I didn't really get too much in the details about it because me personally, I don't care, and that's just my personal opinion. Like I'm a DJ, I support artists. I can't focus on what other people is not doing. I don't care what they are doing. I just know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, when you're up there performing, having a DJ that knows what they're doing is important.
This is definitely important.
Because they can really screw up a set.
Yes, definitely.
And as a DJ, having an artist that's not prepared can screw up what you're doing too.
Oh yeah, I get that a lot.
So I don't know. I think it's kind of like they work together.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in the musical space. You know, a rising tide lifts all ships. So if everyone's doing better, why we gotta beef?
And that's my thing. I just feel like each one teach one, and I feel like if you feel like an artist don't know, I always try to put an artist to the side and tell them like, "Yo,
help them."
I always give them advice because I tell artists all the time. If I'm in a club, I say right now it's busy. Y'all come to me, y'all airdropping me music, and then I walk away and y'all tell me or play the song, and I'm like, bro, I don't know who track one is. Like I don't know who track one is. Like you gotta have it. Like label it. I did.
Yeah.
Like let me know what's going on. You know, I tell artists all the time, the funniest part to me is right, an artist will come to me and it's funny. They will give me their music, then walk away. As soon as they walk away, like say if I'm in a club and I play it, then I delete it.
They don't share their information?
No, they don't even introduce themselves. No, they'll tell me. I had an artist tell me, say, oh, that he told me to give me your music.
I don't own this company. I've got no affiliation with this company. I just like that the card's black and gold and that it doesn't have any monthly subscription fee.
Okay.
I think some of the other tap cards do.
Yeah.
But this one cost me like $80, right?
Okay.
And so there's no app. It's got NFC, so I can just tap it on someone's phone and I can have up to 3 profiles. I can have videos, social, everything. And then they put their name in and it shares it to me, and it goes into a little spreadsheet, and I can keep notes about everybody.
That's important.
And I want every artist that I have to start doing this, to start gathering contact information.
That makes sense.
If you're going to a showcase and you can't sell merch or you're paying to play, you gather numbers, you gather text scripts, emails, gather all of that, because that's the value there.
Yes.
Is that you then have the information for the fans, and you want to own that information.
Now that's a diamond right there, because I'm about to get that, because that's so important. Because a lot of times, especially you in a big room, let's say in a room with 200 people, if you could have a 5-minute elevator pitch in that room, you could reach a lot of people. Talk, introduce yourself, scan. Talk, introduce yourself, scan. Have a brief conversation and keep pushing around. You can work the room. Understand how to work the room, people. That's really important. But we don't give it too much to them gems, because we're giving y'all too much inside information.
And be kind to people.
Definitely be kind.
Yeah, I lost my wallet at the showcase, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
And some girl, I wish I knew. I know her Insta, and she found my wallet in the middle of the crowd, and she brought it back to me, and I bought her a drink. But I mean, she just was so kind.
That's amazing.
And I will never forget either one of those two, she and the guy she with. I will never forget them. And if I'm ever able to repay the favor to them, I absolutely will. And you know what? Just do stuff for people if you can for no reason, because I promise you it'll come back around.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely blessed in that.
It doesn't matter if you're an artist or not. Just in life.
Yes.
Just if you have an opportunity to help somebody, take it. It'll come back.
Nah, I got you. Listen, I know what it is, man. We've been talking, gave you a lot of gems. Hopefully I wrote something down. Hit Missy King, Missy the Dawn.
I'm a king now.
Missy the Dawn. Hit her on social media right now. Let her know that you was tuned in. Let her know you want to talk to us some more. Like you said, she willing to work with you. So it's in front of you now. Don't say it wasn't there.
Also know some great producers that I'm glad to introduce people to too. If they ever need introductions to anyone, or, you know, I know a lot of people, even if you don't work with me, even if you're not paying me, whatever, like, I'm happy to introduce people to people.
That's what's up.
That's totally cool. Yeah. If you're in Atlanta, if you're in New York, if you're in LA, which are the cities that I spend most time in, you know, hit me up and let's go out and have a drink and meet and have a cup of coffee, whatever. I love meeting new people. So
I love it. Let everybody know any last minute words, anywhere they find you at.
Yeah, check out 9x19records on Instagram and at Missy the Don on Instagram, and stay tuned because there is a new branch of the record label coming out, and there is a lot of new news, and we've got one super hot prime time A+ artist that we will be announcing very soon, as well as a tour. So, you know, just reach out. I'm always accessible.
Man, you know what it is. You know what it is. Your boy Ejay the DJ, man. We having a good time right now. Missy the Don, Ejay the DJ. We having a good time. FUBU Radio. If you don't know, now you know. Just keep it locked in tune. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Hopefully, y'all got some information today. Y'all got some good jewels. Y'all know what it is, man. You know where to find us at. Until next time. Later.